Hello guys, it's Fit Mentor here, and today I'm going to be showing you the best concept designs or designs for FIFA 18. First guys, we're going to start off with the screen where you click A or X depending on what console you're on. This does look very neat, as you can see those kind of pink shapes. I think that is very likely for it to happen. Obviously then we have the FIFA 18, the logo, then we have press A or press X. And then we have the 2018 Electronic Arts, which is basically just copyright stuff. Here is Paul Pogba, and it does look very neat, guys. The graphics is done really well. And if you do want to look at the graphics, then every number, as you can see in the top left corner, this is number 1. If you go down below, then you do have their link to the video. Okay, moving on to number 2. This is a nice design, but in my opinion, it's just very unlikely for this to happen because, as you can see, where it says this title uses autosave, stuff like that, you can't really see it that well, and in my opinion, that's 100% not going to happen. They're going to make that really clear, they're going to make that really visible, but I don't think this one is going to happen. Alright guys, moving on to number 3, and I did just say there might not be lines. Looking at this one, there might actually be lines. There's much less lines than the other one, but this one is extremely likely. This might be one of the most likely. As you can see, this is Ronaldo, this is on the cover, this is on all the stuff, this is at the end of the trailer, everything, and it just looks very neat, the colours matching. This could be really good potential. Moving on to number 4, the graphics are pretty good on here, but in my opinion, it looks like a little blurred out place, but it's actually a blurred light. That's not likely to happen. It could happen, guys, it's a nice design, but this is a really good potential, probably the best 2 that we've seen so far. Okay, moving on now to the menu. So some of these are going to be Ultimate Team menus, and some of them just going to be start screen menus. As you can see, this is a start menu, and we can see Ultimate Team, it shows which division you're in, it will show your badge, when you created your club, and it will show your club name. So this is very nice design. It could really likely be like this, and also it says journey with a new storyline. There's also pro clubs, a kit creator, which is new. This could happen, but if it does, I don't think it's going to be on the main menu. I think it's going to be a feature inside something. For example, in career mode there will be a kit creator, or maybe there'll be a new mode like create a club, which then there'll be a kit creator. But I don't think there'll be a kit creator in general, but if there is, it will still be pretty cool. So here we do also see FIFA Street. It says it's back. This again, guys, is, in my opinion, is not very likely. I have made another video about that. The link will be in the description for that if you do want to watch that. Then we just do see in the type of navigation bar, it just says home, play, online, matchday live, which is a new type of thing. I'm not really too sure what the graphic designer meant about that, but then also obviously FIFA Street, and then the customize as usual where the settings are. Alright guys, moving on to the next design, which the colors are much better in my opinion, and the navigation bar looks exactly like it is on FIFA 17. It doesn't take up the whole thing, it just takes up the top left corner, and this could be very likely. It does say kickoff, and it doesn't really have too many modes in the navigation bar, but then it also says lightning rounds, new skill moves in the game, which is very likely. They always have these type of videos. The colors look really nice, and it just says see what's new in FIFA 18. Obviously, guys, in my opinion, that's not going to happen, but the rest of it is good, and it could potentially happen. Alright, moving on to the next design, which in my opinion is one of the best. This looks like that it could potentially happen. This is the best ones that we've seen so far. So as we can see, it has the Foot Central, single player mode, online, squad, store, transfers, and my club, the usual stuff. And the colors on here are just absolutely beautiful. The stadium in the background is beautiful, and I think, guys, this could actually potentially happen. I mean, it's got everything that you need. It's got single player season, single player draft, squad building challenges, team of the week, and also World Cup Russia 2018. I also have a video about that, guys. If you want, it's in the description. You can go and watch that. It doesn't show on this screenshot, but if you do watch his whole video, which number 7, if you go to it, you can see it's the whole video of this, but it will say women's draft. In my opinion, that's a total no. That's never going to happen. It might happen in future FIFAs, like in 10 years or something like that, but this will 100% not happen. They're not going to have men and women in the same Ultimate Team. Just not going to happen. Alright guys, moving on. This is just how the cards look. The cards on here, they do look really nice, and I do think it is quite likely to happen. The circle might look a bit different, but I think this is already leaked. I'm not too sure. Not this image, but other images of the card design. On the trailers and everything with the icons, we did have this kind of circle design, if I'm correct. And this is very nice. Obviously the in from gold, silver and the bronze probably will happen. Alright, moving on to number 9. They do have a type of like music player in the top left corner. In my opinion, that's not going to happen. And we can see in the navigation bar it says home, play, online, World Cup, customizing, esports. In my opinion, they won't change the whole layout. As you can see, there's kind of rectangles instead of squares, which they normally have, and the layout is completely different. And in my opinion, they just won't do that. They won't make too much big of a change. This probably won't happen in my opinion. Alright, moving on to the last design. In my opinion, this is the second best one that we've seen so far. And it looks very nice, but as again, it's probably not going to happen. They have the navigation bar on the left, which is very original. We didn't see that in any of the other designs. But also it does have Spotify. They would have to do EA Sports, and Spotify would have to do some big deal, which is very unlikely. But the design looks extremely nice, and as you can see, the stadium in the background looks really nice. I need to find out which stadium that is. If you do know what stadium that is, comment down below, guys, because I'm just going to probably set it as my wallpaper or something like that, guys. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.